Hey, Govind. Mute. You're on mute, I guess.
I'm really sorry. Hi,
Yeah.
welcome back to another episode of Talk It. And today we have here with us Mr. Venkat Subramanian. And he's one of our very close friends who has been with us for the past 2 to 3 years. When we began Rescaline, he was the one who built all our websites and took care of the technical parts of the company. And it's very nostalgic to have you here at our this show, Venki. I'll give you the mic and the podium right now, so you can start your presentation. And you can also share your screen right now and keep your video open so that we can record it and upload it for people to see.
Sure.
Okay, so your time starts now.
Okay. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, Venki. Yes.
Yeah, sure. So, hey guys, thanks for the opportunity. Today we'll be discussing about marketing automation. So I just thought this session should be more live demo. Just sort of giving it. So first we'll start about what is marketing automation. See, things are changing right now. At this time of world, a lot of disrupting technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, 3D printing, blockchain, and a lot of things are disrupting at this field. Automating marketing your activities would be more beneficial, I can say, to expand all these automating repetitive tasks such as email marketing and social media posting, and even ad campaigns can be automated at this time. So the reason is, first thing is, I can say that the productivity would be increased, and multi-channel campaign management, and it would be, of course, time saving too. So I'll start with giving a live demo of how the major tools works out here. So the first major tool is Zapier. Zapier is one of the life-saving tools for all digital marketers, I can say. So this is a Zapier dashboard over here. So we'll start with a live demo over here. So Zapier, to give a small introduction about this tool, Zapier is an integration software. So it has around 3 lakh plus of integration softwares in online, and so you can just connect both the softwares and maybe multi softwares at one time to save your time in your whole marketing process, I can say. So here I can say I have a scenario over here. So I'm just giving an app which is Facebook lead ads over here. So Facebook lead ads is you'll be creating lead campaigns, right? Like Facebook lead campaigns and everything. So these lead campaigns can be created using lead forms, and all those leads will be saving in all those lead forms. But what I can do, manually, we'll be downloading all those lead forms, and we'll be saving it in an Excel sheet, and separating it and everything, and putting into an email marketing software. It takes a lot of time. So how the Zapier saves the time, I can say it. So I'm using a email marketing software name as MailChimp, for example. So I'm just connecting the both of the softwares. How can I connect this? These are the triggers I'm just going to use it. For example, in Facebook lead ads, if a new lead comes into my campaign, if I'm just running a new lead generation campaign, there is a new lead which came through the funnel. So when a new lead comes to it, Zapier integrates, Zapier is kind of a bridge over here. So it adds or updates a subscriber through your MailChimp's account. You need to connect with your MailChimp or any other email marketing tool, what you're using it. You need to connect with all the credentials and everything. So Zapier will do the rest of the thing. So I'm just clicking it, use this app. So it takes to my next page of creating the triggers over there. So this Zapier can do a lot of number of apps, not only marketing, I can say a lot of developer apps also, for example, if it is Asana and the Trello and everything. So we can using Zapier, n number of applications are there. Yeah, so Zapier, and also for example, if I'm just going to give a scenario of my client is using two different applications. For example, they are using MailChimp as their email marketing software, and they have CRM as Zogo CRM, because these two companies are very different, right? Like how I'm just going to connect these two softwares. So Zapier will be the one of the like life-saving softwares to connect these two applications. Like I can say, like it will be a time-saving opportunity for you guys. Like how the marketing funnel works out. Like how, like what we need to do is like we need to generate leads. How the demand generation works out and everything. So Zapier plays a major role in it. Like if you see like companies like tier 2 and tier 3 companies, their marketing teams will be relying only on Zapier, because they do use a lot of software, different softwares. Like they do use Pipedrive as their CRM, and Zoho Campaigns as their email marketing. Some other maybe inside sales marketing tool, like some other inside sales calling tool or something. So all these can be integrated with only one single tool. That's how like Zapier works out. And so this is all about like Zapier automate workflows and everything. So next we'll go about like how we can just create a whole email marketing workflow using Zoho Campaign. So this is a normal structure. I've just designed it. Like this is a normal basic workflow of how email marketing automation works out. So first of all, you can just see that there is a column called as like on-form submission. Like this on-form submission comes through your from your website, I can say. This can be this consists of all your leads and all your subscribers and like leads which is coming as an inbound leads. Otherwise, like you will be getting leads through your webinars and everything. So I can just take it as like one single on-form submission over here. And this next column is like waiting period. So waiting period comes up with like, for example, if a lead is coming through a company called XYZ, and this company as CEO is looking for a product marketing software. So he is reaching out to your website, and he's giving all these details of his emails and everything. So after 1 hour, like after 1 hour, I'm just putting a delay time over here. After 1 hour, I'm going to send an welcome email, like thanks for subscribing our newsletter, or thanks for attending our webinar, whatever it is, like where the lead generation is happening over there. And this mail will be created over here. So this mail will be sent out within an hour. Like within an hour, like this mail will be sent out with the content which says about like welcome to the subscription list, or it talks about more of engaging a customer like audience list or something, like just introduction about like what we do and how our products are there and everything. So after this email, so I can say like these three are the different responses, like different responses in the sense like how the people are unresponsive. Like unresponsive character comes up like people never open the email. They would have never seen it, these emails, the list emails. And open is like the open rate of the emails, I can say, and the click rate, of course, you know, guys. And this unresponsive emails, I can say I've just put it into a normal tag box. This tag box, like it sends an email. I'm just creating an email over here after waiting for 1 day. So why unresponsive guy should be approached, like this kind of a nurturing, this kind of a stage of lead nurturing. So people who have never looked after, like they didn't even click any links, they didn't open the message box and everything. So we need to send the message again after 1 day, because if they this sending messages again and again would be leading to spam activity, and they could unsubscribe the email list also. So that's how, like after waiting for 1 day, I'm just sending an email up again over here. You can see that this message icon is like email icon. I'll be adding content over here and I'll be putting over it. So this is a basic workflow, for example of and open emails rate, like people have shown interested, like they have read something about the brand. For example, you'd be getting a lot of emails from Flipkart and Amazon, daily shopping emails, right? So these emails will be your daily emails about new products launch, and a lot of emails you'll be getting about like HTML based emails, or a lot of like text based emails from different companies. So you would have seen the brand name over there. So the brand name should be very catchy over there. So like these are the audiences who come into the open list. So you can say this open list, and the click list, people who clicked any link over your emails. Of course, like any link, like maybe your CTA link or your landing page link, maybe your email form submission, like what you have included in it. Like it's based on email content, right? So I'm just putting into a merge tag over here. So this is called a merge tag. this merges like both sets of over here, like two both sets, like two tag columns, that is open tags and the clicked tags people over here. So it merges over here, and I'm just putting into one column called as push to CRM. So push to CRM is nothing but like I'm just sending all these data to my CRM over here. My CRM may be like, for example, I'm using an Salesforce CRM, for example. So like Salesforce is have a lot of columns, like tag columns. It's very complex to save a lead over in Salesforce. It's not like very easy to save how you save in HubSpot or Zoho CRM. So Salesforce is a bit more used by all those developers. You can customize in the way. So what I can do, like I'll push to CRM using any integration tools. Like maybe I can use Zapier over here, and so like a lot of different integration softwares. So I am pushing here over here to CRM, so that like these people, these audiences have shown interest to my emails. So they have at least clicked the email, they have at least opened it, they have at least seen it. So what I do, I'll maybe like after I can show it in a live overview of I'm just sending again an email after an after one day. So I'm just, you can see that send email option is came. Well, like I'll send an, I'll edit it so that like after 2 days they'll be getting an email about the product updates. So I'll put over here. So after 1 day, so that they'll be getting an email about like product updates. Like so these guys, like these set of people will be getting an product update. So like they'll keep on getting product updates. Like for example, if there is any webinar is going to happen, so I'll be using these list of people to send webinar details, and they'll be joining it, because it's all about like lead generation, like how you are bringing the people to your funnel. So this is a very important stage of your marketing funnel, like how you are going to nurture them and everything. So this is how it works out. And there are a lot of options in Zoho Campaigns. The Zoho Campaign is a pretty much good tool. Like you can't compare it like with HubSpot. Like HubSpot is a very big tool over it. Like it's like a marketing hub tool, but Zoho is pretty good because it's very cheap. All these Zoho products are. I can say like they have a lot of new updates also. Like you can see over here, like how the email marketing works out. Even I can use A/B test over here to test my different set of my content. Either I can send out like HTML based email or a text based email. I can A/B test it. Then I can give a condition over here. Like wait condition is something which talks about more of like I can give a triangle form of if or else conditions, or a lot of things are there in basic workflows. So these are the workflows. Why to create these things are like you can't go and like manage every time. So if there is a lead comes to into it, like you're taking the lead out of that and you're putting in Google Sheets, and you need to copy paste all these lead subscription list to your email marketing software. So this is an all-in-all software, right? Like even Zoho Campaigns is an email marketing software where you're automating your process, your whole marketing funnel process over here. So this is how the basic workflows works out. Like you could see like a lot of it still goes on here, like how we are targeting like base are there, how's your subscription base are there. Like this workflow doesn't end. Like if you could see like a lot of tier 1 and tier 2 companies, they do use very big enterprise softwares like Oracle, Eloqua, and Marketo, because those are like enterprise softwares and applications will be connecting with a lot of enterprise like Microsoft and everything. So this is how like Zoho Campaigns works out. So I could say even Zoho Campaigns have this default autoresponders. You could see this is an email campaign over here. Like I would have selected an automation over here. So automation, like if for example I'm having a subscription of 1,000 subscribers, I need to send them like birthday presents. Like I'm having today is my birthday for my subscription list. Like there are 500 subscribers who have birthday on today, so I'm just sending a birthday presents, like birthday emails, like kind of like it's kind of like nurturing these lead segments. So this is how it works out. And there are a lot of autoresponders even. I could say like even you have e-commerce templates and e-commerce stores, like you can just create your customize your own online store with Zoho Campaigns and everything. So this is how like marketing automation plays a major role in it. Like I can say why to use marketing automation softwares. Like it's not only the time saving opportunities, because if you go to large companies, they do have very big marketing teams. They will connect, like marketing teams will be working with they'll be working simultaneously with the development, and they'll be working with the sales team, maybe the inside sales team I'm talking about. So these all these teams would be connected with one single software. So like they need to have only one single software. For example, developers will be using Asana or a lot of collaboration softwares, right? So like these kind of things, like they do use like Jira for collaboration softwares. So these type of tools will be an integration platform for all to merge them into one collaborative way. So this is how it works out. And Zaps connect you, like Zapier is kind of like a very unique tool. Like can say like there are a lot of Zapier clone tools also. Like there is Autopilot is there, and Zapier is kind of like life-saving tool, I can say, because if you start with it like a daily like life cycle, if you're using like Slack as your collaboration software for your office work, so you can there are a lot of Zapier hacks to use it, like how to integrate Slack with your Gmail, how to integrate Slack with your Google Calendar and everything. So automation software, it can be used with various activities. It can be used with sales teams, can be used across the channels, I can say. So these are the basic things I can say about how email marketing works out in a base way. And there are a lot of other softwares like HubSpot and Marketo. So like HubSpot is in like all-in-all marketing hub tool. So they do have their own email marketing automation software, and they do have their own CRM also. Like it can be integrated very easily. They do have landing page builders and everything. So this is how it works. So like coming to social media marketing automation, social media is booming right now. Like there are a lot of social media platforms. Like people are using it to both in a way like paid and organic way. Well, coming to social media automation, I can say there are a lot of social media monitoring tools like Buffer and Hootsuite. Like Buffer and Hootsuite, and even HubSpot has their own social media monitoring and scheduling softwares. So social media automation is something like it's not about only the scheduling process. It's about like optimizing everything, because I'm creating a landing page tomorrow. I have a webinar tomorrow. So I'm just creating a landing page, and this landing page has all its elements, right? Like it should be having a CTA button over there, and it should be integrated with Facebook Pixel, and everything should be integrated in all one single landing page, so that like my client would be it will be very easy for them to generate the correct leads, and they'll be qualifying all these leads and everything. So this is the whole idea about like how marketing automation works out in a way. And well, coming to other like softwares, like how other playgrounds, like Marketo will be working on Oracle Elaco. So Marketo and Oracle Elaco is used only by tier 1 companies, I can say, because it's the usage of softwares which will be very high will be collaborate only with Microsoft and other like tier 1 softwares, I can say. So yeah, this is all about the live demo session of how marketing automation works out. And hope you guys like got an overview of how these tools will be working out in a way. So we're coming to autoresponders and workflows and everything. So you can create a lot of custom workflows over it. There are a lot of other tools like GetResponse, and like GetResponse has its own marketing custom workflows. You can create your own workflows over here. These workflows are very simple to create it. Like why to create it? Like to like have an hassle-free experiences of handling all your marketing activities and everything. So this is all about for the day. Like I can say, like you would have hope you got an understanding of how this live session works out, like or how like Zapier works out, and how Zoho campaign works out with the time I got. So Guhan.
Thank you. Are you done?
Yeah. Done. Like I'm just waiting for the questions.
Yeah. Thank you, Venki. I think the session was really helpful in learning stuff about marketing automation, and I think a lot of people need to understand the importance of landing pages and nurturing the lead, which is the most important part. And I just have one question, Venkatesh. So the thing is, when we are trying to engage some of our customers through email marketing, so we are sending them like weekly emails and everything. So we are normally schedule them. So how are the open rates when you start drip marketing to them, and get a curated personalized message right after they produce the lead? And how do you think what interval is the best time to work for in case of a webinar?
Yeah. So, well, coming to drip marketing, you can see that like for example, I'm having a webinar over like for this next Thursday. So what I do, like I have like set of subscriptions, like subscribers who are there in my list. I'll start working on, like I'll be sending out all these drip emails over there before a week itself. So, like I'm just saying that I'm just going to conduct a webinar over there, and this webinar will be like you'll be getting a real-time views. Like it's based on the what is kind of the topic I'm just going to say about the webinar over here. And well, coming to drip open rates, like open rates is all about like how you create your own topics. I can say like for example, if I'm just going to send about email about like 1,000 people over here. So 1,000 people is like my subscriber list over here. Like this drip email workflows will be very much familiar. Like if you have around like 20% of open rate, like at least I'm just getting around like 30% open rate in digital marketing is achievable right now. It couldn't be, it's a mission impossible, I can say. But while coming to at least a 5 to 4% of open rates is a success for everyone right now at this digital marketing industry. But when you get all these open rates, it'll be much more familiar if you have your A/B tested contents and everything. So that's how like I can see it in a way, because A/B testing works out in the way. For example, I'm just testing out like HTML base of emails, and I'm just testing out like text-based emails over here. So like because professional people, I mean like the key decision makers of an organization like CEOs, CTOs, and all of the directors, like they are like into the tier one C-level categories, right? So they do expect a very professional thing over your email. Like they need some kind of a professional touch over your email. So there are a lot of etiquettes while writing and emails, and there are a lot of things will coming into this that will affect your open rates and your click rates and everything while coming to drip rates. And while coming to drip marketing, so exactly I can say like you need to work on the custom workflows, like what you're going to do exactly for the next 1 week. You're going to conduct a webinar on next Thursday. Like you need to start working on your email marketing campaigns like before a week, so that like you'll be starting to let them know that I'm just conducting a webinar like next Thursday. And before 2 days, before a day ago, like always people used to send an email about like tomorrow's webinar, right? So like it should be a reminder over it. So this is how like drip marketing works out while coming to webinars going.
Okay, Venkatesh. Thank you so much. And I'll leave the floor open for any more questions. Yeah, Ram.
Yeah, Venki. Hi, Venki.
Hey, Ram. Hi.
Yeah, I have a small doubt. So basically, to use all these automation softwares, what would be the minimum amount of data that I should be handling to see its effectiveness?
Data in the sense like you're talking about the leads, right? Like the lead, how much lead, a subscription. Oh, okay. So see, Ram, like while coming to leads, I could say there's these automation softwares will be helpful. Like if you have a bunch of your leads, like these leads can be attained. These leads, there is no any kind of like qualifying over here, because even I have around like 500 leads. I could use this automation softwares over here. So there is no any eligibility over to use all these marketing automation softwares. But I could say like the data should be there. You should have the data before handling all these drip workflows and everything, because I'm using LinkedIn Sales Navigator to scrap all those prospects over there. I do use Email Hunter, Clearbit, or whatever it is. Like you need to have the correct data, because you can't say that I'm just sending out all these emails to correct people over here, because that may be a lot of hard bounces would happen. Of course, that may be a lot of discrepancies over in the emails. This happens, of course, in all these email industry while coming to it. Like so I'm saying that like there are a lot of possibilities to have a perfect qualified email. The quality of the data should be upfront. Like I can say I can't these tools can't guarantee you like 100% of qualified emails, right? Like even in LinkedIn Sales Navigator, there are a lot of fake prospects will be coming over there. So it's all about your data, you how you generate all your leads, how you scrap your prospects and everything. So it's all about it, but it doesn't.
The thing is, it's not about the quality of leads I'm asking about. It's the quantity of leads, quantity of qualified leads that I will be needing to have. Maybe take 10% conversion rate.
Yeah, before that, I can say like yeah. Ram, tell me.
No, so that I can visibly see, because these tools they need some quantity of minimum number of data to work. So I just can't feed 100 email address or 500 email address and say work. It's like not going to be useful for me as a company also. So maybe it's like that X number to start with.
Yeah, okay. So if you're asking about the count over it, yeah, that sound question good. Like if, for example, if I have a client of, I'm just working for a client, I'm working as email marketing vendor over there. So they are asking to send emails to 10,000 leads, like 10,000 people. Like, yeah, like I'll be accepting based on it. Like there is no need to send emails to only like 100 people or 500 people. There is no use in it, right? Like you can even send it using your Gmail accounts itself, using some kind of email marketing tracking software like Yesware or something. It integrates with your Gmails and you can track all your email marketing activities. Why to use like expensive softwares like Marketo or HubSpot over here? Because you need to have at least an countable. You need to have at least a countable amount of leads. Before that, like you need to work on your lead qualification process, lead qualification and lead nurturing process. Because I can't assure you that this will be giving me the perfect open rates over here, right? So this is how it happens. I can say like yeah. Well, coming to how much emails I'm going to send it over here using this data, like yeah.
Okay. So you're still not ready to give me that exact number. Okay, you can RAM if you have so much of qualified data, you can start with this tool. So
Yeah,
basically,
of course.
right, I am running a company. I have been collecting data, and my data is like qualified data. I have qualified data, personally handpicked data. So if I say no, I want to start working with this tool, what would you say? Okay, this is the amount of data, Ram. If you're going to have 2,000 data or 3,000 data, this tool will be effective. Now I'm saying I only have 300 data. So you say if you're going to only have 300 data, you can use a basic software, a basic kit tool. So
Yeah.
when is the time that I would be, what scale should I be to use this tool?
I can say I could say about 2,000 of your data. I can say 2,000 of your emails. You can start with it because if you
2,000.
if you see the softwares like Mailchimp and like Mailchimp is having their free version. Okay, like they do have their free version only till 2,000 subscribers. Like if you add one more subscriber above 2,000, they will be starting charging you. So that's how
Correct.
works out. Like it's based on your data, like what you have, because even in Zoho, like if you go to HubSpot and everything, like it's all about your data, how much data you're having it. Because I'm saying like I'm having at like 1 lakh plus of data, but I need to send out like emails to all these people. Like I'm just playing around with data. Like they will, of course, they will charge you based on it, right? So it's all about like charging. Like why to waste it? I'm just talking like if you have around like 500 of emails, you can even send it using like not even basic software. You can use Gmail to send all those emails and everything. So you can that is a software called as Yesware. So Yesware is like it's a like email activity tracking software. So this is how like it works out. Like so I can say like it's based on the how much quantity the data you're working out. From my perspective, I could say it's about like 2,000. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Venki. That's the number I wanted to know. So 2,000 is the go number to. Okay.
Like but people differently, they do expect a lot of different numbers. I can say like all digital marketers they could have a number of about like after like if I reach like more than 5,000 prospects, I would buy an email marketing tool. Because if you reach like 2,000, you don't have any other softwares to send email to 2,000 people, right? Because Gmail will block you if you send like 2,000 emails at a time. Like there are a lot of possibilities out there. So you need a email marketing software at least to send connect all these people in a go. Like so that's how like that's my point actually.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, I just have one question. Sorry, shall I ask?
Yeah. Hi. Your name, please?
It's like I have done my project in lead generation, so I just want my response. For that, I sent an email for around 1,000 to 2,000 people using my private mail. Some of the mails gotten reply. Some of them they have not opened it. Is there any add-ins or extensions used to know whether the mail has opened or not? Whether they click the particular link which I have sent. Is there any extensions or any other software using
So
we can
which
able to?
software you used to send it all these emails? Which software you have
Uh,
used it?
Actually, I've just used an extension like mail merge.
Mail merge. Okay.
It can able to send around 200 mails, 500 mails at a particular time. but I don't know
Yeah.
whether it's opened or not. So I just want to know if I am doing the same work for in future. I just want to know whether it's opened or not, whether the link is checked down like that thing. I just want to know it. Is there any
Yeah.
software like that?
So you can use a software called as SWare. So
Okay.
SWare is a email marketing tracking software. It's only used for tracking software. Like as I said to Ram before, you can say like you can even send emails through your Gmail itself. Like you need to have this extension software of SWare installed in your Chrome extension, and we can send all these emails as well. Like you are going to send out like 500 emails as well. Like you can send it. Uh, yeah. So so this SWare can track all your email activities. Uh, SWare can track your email activities. Well, coming to
Okay.
uh, can anyone like Ram? Can you mute yourself? Like
Okay, so if any one of you have any questions, we have exactly 5 minutes for the end of the meeting. So if you have any questions, you can throw it to Venki, he can answer.
I guess I didn't answer the past question because there was the terrible noise over background.
Okay, so can you continue? Like Praveen is online.
Yeah, sure. Like I didn't know, like yeah. So he was asking that extension software, right? Like SWare is a complete email tracking tool. Like for example, I'm just going to send email to 100 people using Gmail itself. So I can send, I can use this software. So I need to install this software in Chrome extension. This software will be tracking all your email activities. Well, coming to email activities like you're sending emails, like receiving emails, how they have clicked it, and how they are like. I can say like all these metrics should be very easy. Like SWare will be giving you that. So that works out, and even Mailmates gives you. But SWare is it's a perfect tracking tool for emails. Like you can use even like Gmail to send all these emails and everything. So that's how it works out. And well, coming to perfect metrics, if you're sending, if you need a kind of like all these analytics and where the email has been clicked, and of course you need to go with an email marketing software.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, we have room for one more question. If you have any questions, we can finalize with Venki. Okay, Venki, I think that is pretty much it. And I think they got a clear understanding of how it works. And I think the questions also made sure that all the necessary parts are covered. So thank you so much, Venkatesh Subramaniam. It was great having you here. Yeah. So we'll see you again in another Talk It show, and do join and do refer to us if you have anyone who can also give a presentation to us and can encourage our audience to learn more things.
Sure, Gwan. Like
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Every participants had a live demo session. Like they got an understanding of it. Like so,
yeah. Definitely. Thank you everyone for the participation, and we'll see you again in another video. Until then, this is Gohan and Venkatesh